Willpower is not something you are born with. It is forged in fire, shaped by pain, and hardened by discipline. Every excuse you accept weakens your willpower, while every act of discipline makes it stronger than steel. Willpower is the hidden weapon of warriors, the invisible shield that stands when the world tries to break you. Comfort does not create willpower. It destroys it, leaving you fragile, weak, and a prisoner to your fears. Willpower is born in the silence of sacrifice, where no one claps, but your soul learns how to endure. The world does not respect wishes. It respects men whose willpower was forged through scars and struggle. Willpower is fire. If you feed it discipline, it grows. If you feed it excuses, it dies in silence. Pain is not your enemy. It is the hammer that strikes weakness away and forges your inner strength. The undisciplined man begs for willpower, but the disciplined man builds it through daily sacrifice. Willpower is not found in books or speeches. It is carved through nights of struggle and mornings of pain. Excuses kill willpower silently, while discipline resurrects it into a fire that can never be extinguished. Every scar is proof that willpower survived the storm and rose stronger with every disciplined choice. Willpower is not given by chance. It is forged in silence, battle by battle, sacrifice by sacrifice. The man who conquers himself builds willpower, greater than any weapon the world can ever wield. Willpower is invisible to the eye, but its presence commands respect and shapes destiny forever. Weak men dream of willpower, but only warriors forge it with sweat, blood, and relentless focus. Willpower is not built on victories alone, but on the 1,000 invisible battles no one will ever see. Every disciplined act sharpens your willpower like a blade, preparing you to cut down every excuse. Willpower is the fortress of warriors, built brick by brick, through suffering, sacrifice, and silence. Remember, this will forge your willpower, and the world will bow to the man who masters himself. The silent battle begins when the world sleeps, and your excuses scream louder than your will to rise. No one will see these wars, yet they decide if your willpower grows, or if excuses bury it forever. The strongest victories are born in solitude, when discipline crushes excuses before dawn breaks. Willpower is not forged in front of applause, but in the unseen battles you fight against yourself. Excuses beg you to stay weak, but discipline whispers commands that ignite fire inside your soul. Every morning you defeat hesitation alone. You forge willpower stronger than chains of regret. Silence is not empty. It is the arena where willpower is tested, built, and crowned victorious. Excuses thrive in shadows, but discipline lights the fire that burns them into ashes of weakness. Willpower is forged in the hidden hours where no one is watching, but your destiny is decided. The man who wins in silence commands respect in public, for his willpower cannot be shaken. Excuses kill silently, but discipline saves loudly, echoing through every choice you dare to make. Remember, the silent battle is where willpower is born, and only the disciplined emerge unbroken. Pain is not punishment. It is the forge where weakness is burned away and willpower is shaped eternal. Excuses promise safety from pain, but in truth, they chain you to weakness and kill your willpower slowly. Pain is temporary, but the strength it forges in silence becomes the eternal fire of true willpower. The undisciplined curse pain as their enemy. The disciplined embrace it as their most loyal teacher. Every scar tells the story of pain endured, but also of willpower strengthened through fire and trial. Pain reveals who you are. Excuses hide you from yourself and steal the chance to grow unbreakable. Willpower is not created in comfort. It is forged through nights of suffering and mornings of fire. Pain strips away illusions of ease and reveals freedom found only in discipline and sacrifice. Excuses weaken the spirit. Pain, endured with discipline, transforms you into iron that cannot bend. Willpower grows not in avoiding pain, but in walking straight into it and refusing to surrender. Pain humbles pride, destroys arrogance, and leaves only strength that the world cannot ignore. Remember, the truth about pain is this: it forges willpower, while excuses bury it in silence. Discipline may feel heavy today, but its weight is lighter than the prison built by your endless excuses. Willpower is not found in freedom without rules. It is built through the discipline that conquers desire. Excuses enslave you quietly, making you believe you are free, while discipline truly sets you free. Every disciplined act is a key that unlocks the door to freedom and strengthens your inner willpower. Freedom without discipline collapses into chaos, but discipline builds a fortress of strength eternal. The undisciplined obey every impulse. The disciplined command themselves and walk free of chains. Excuses are lies dressed as liberty. Discipline is the truth that grants willpower and true freedom. Willpower grows when you say no to comfort, yes to pain, and embrace the fire of discipline daily. Every sacrifice of today buys the freedom of tomorrow, paid for with scars that sharpen your will. Discipline is not your jailer, it is your liberator, teaching you to master fear and command life. The world bows not to the man who indulges, but to the one whose discipline makes him truly free. Remember, discipline equals freedom, and freedom forged through discipline creates unshakable willpower. The warrior's path is not built on comfort. It is carved with blood, scars, and the fire of discipline. Excuses fear warriors because every step they take is powered by willpower forged in silent battles. The warrior does not ask for freedom. He forges it with his will, fueled by discipline and sacrifice. His armor is resilience, his sword is willpower, and his shield is the unbreakable wall of discipline. The warrior's enemies are not men, but excuses, weakness, and fear that he destroys every dawn. Each morning, he rises knowing the path will be brutal, yet his willpower carries him through storms. Warriors are not born with willpower. They forge it in darkness, where pain and silence are kings. His victories are not gifts from fate, but results of relentless discipline that shapes his destiny. Excuses cannot survive in his presence, for his willpower burns them into ashes of forgotten fear. The warrior's path is lonely, but even in solitude, he carries the fire that commands the world's respect. His scars are not signs of defeat, but proof that excuses failed to kill the strength he forged. Remember, the warrior's path is brutal, but it forges willpower that endures long after the man is gone. Willpower is not gifted by chance. It is forged daily through scars, silence, and relentless discipline. Excuses will bury you alive, but discipline will resurrect you into a warrior with unshakable fire. Every choice you make is a forge. Excuses melt you down, while discipline hardens you into steel. The world does not admire comfort. It admires men who forged their willpower in brutal sacrifice. Excuses feel safe today, but tomorrow they will suffocate your dreams and kill your destiny. Willpower is freedom, but only the disciplined warrior pays the price required to hold it forever. Pain fades, but the willpower it forges remains eternal, shaping men who cannot be broken. Excuses destroy your will silently. Discipline builds it loudly until the world cannot ignore you. Every act of discipline is a fire that forges your willpower into an unbreakable weapon of destiny. Share in the comments how you are forging your willpower and inspire others to fight excuses. Subscribe now and join the brotherhood of warriors who forge iron willpower through daily fire. Remember, this will forge your willpower, and the world respects only those who forge themselves.